Good morning, children. Today we are starting lesson 9, The Secret Garden, from your new James English Reader book of class 5. So, children, The Secret Garden is an extract from Frances Hodgson Burnett's book, The Secret Garden. 10 years old, Mary Lennox was born in India. Sadly, her parents died and her uncle brought her to Yorkshire, England. Living in her uncle's large house, she hears stories of a secret garden surrounded by walls, locked for the last 10 years, which nobody can enter. One of Mary's friends is a pet robin belonging to the gardener. One day, the robin helps Mary find the key to the lock and enter the secret garden. So now let's start the lesson. Mary heard a chirp and chitter, and when she looked at the bare flower bed means patch of garden without any plants or flowers. At her left side, there was a robin hopping about. Robin is a bird. You do remember me? She cried out. You do. You are prettier than anything else in the world. The robin allowed her to draw closer and closer to him and bend down and talk and try to make something like robin sounds. As the robin hopped about, she saw him hop over a small pile of freshly turned up earth. Freshly turned up means dug up earth. He stopped on it to look for a worm. The earth had been dug up by a dog who had made quite a deep hole. Mary looked at it and saw something buried in the soil. It was something like a ring of rusty iron or brass, and when the robin flew up into a tree nearby, she put out her hand and picked the ring up. It was an old key which looked as if it had been buried a long time. Mary stood up and looked at it with an almost frightened face as it hung from her finger. Perhaps it has been buried for 10 years, she said in a whisper. Perhaps it is the key to the garden. She looked at the key quite a long time. She thought that if it was the key to the closed garden and she could find out where the door was, she could open it and see what was inside the walls. She put the key in her pocket and went back home. The next morning, Mary took her skipping rope and skipped around all the gardens and round the orchard. She stopped to rest a while, and there was the robin again, swaying on a long branch of ivy. Ivy means a type of climbing plant. He had followed her and he greeted her with a chirp. Chirp. You showed me where the key was yesterday, she said. Who said? Mary said to the bird. Show me the door today. But I don't believe you know. The robin flew from his swinging spray. Spray means here branch of ivy. Ivy means a type of climbing bird. Onto the top of the wall, and he opened his beak and sang a loud, lovely trill. Trill means a song with high pitched vibrating notes. A little gust of wind rushed down the path, and it was stronger than usual. It was strong enough to wave the branches of the trees and sway the trailing ivy. Trailing means here growing downwards and hanging in thin branches. It was strong enough to wave the branches of the trees and sway the trailing ivy hanging from the wall. Suddenly, the gust of wind swung aside some loose ivy, and Mary saw something under it, a round knob which had been covered by the leaves hanging over it. It was the knob of a door. She puts her hands under the leaves and began to pull and push them aside. The ivy hung thickly, like a loose and swinging curtain. Mary's heart began to thump and her hand began to shake a little in her delight and excitement. The robin kept singing and twittering away and tilting his head on one side as if he were as excited as she was. What was this under her hands, which was square and made of iron? It was the lock of the door, which had been closed for 10 years. She put her hand in her pocket, drew out the key, and found that it fitted the keyhole. She put the key in and turned it. It took 2 hands to do it, but it turned. And then she took a long breath and looked behind her up the long walk to see if anyone was coming. No one was coming. No one ever did come, it seemed, and she took another long breath and held back the swinging curtain of ivy and pushed back the door, which opened slowly. Then she slipped through it and shut it behind her and stood with her back against it, looking about her and breathing quite fast with excitement and wonder. Wonder means surprise, amazement, and delight. She was standing inside the secret garden. It was the sweetest, most mysterious looking place anyone could imagine. The high walls which shut it in were covered with the stems of climbing roses, which were so thick that they were matted together. Matted together means stuck close and thickly together. Mary knew they were roses because she had seen a great many roses in India. Rose bushes covered the entire garden. Indeed, it was different from any other place she had ever seen in her life. How still it is, she whispered. How still? Then she waited a moment and listened to the stillness. Stillness means silence, quietness. The robin who had flown to his treetop was silent too. He did not even flutter his wings. He sat without stirring and looked at Mary. No wonder it is still, she whispered again. I am the first person who has spoken in here for 10 years. She moved away from the door, stepping softly as if she were afraid of waking someone up. She was glad that there was grass under her feet and that her steps made no sounds. The sun was shining inside the four walls, and the high blue sky over it seemed softer and more brilliant than it was anywhere else. The robin flew down from his treetop and hopped about or flew after her from one bush to another. He chirped a good deal and had a very busy air, as if showing her things. Everything was strange and silent, and she seemed to be hundreds of miles away from anyone. But she did not feel lonely at all. So, children, I hope that you all have understood the lesson, The Secret Garden. Now you have to read this lesson once again. Thank you.